هلا والله هلا والله.
Fielding the strongest roster that their country has ever brought to an Overwatch World Cup. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has big aspirations this year. They want to go all the way. They've
اوكي هاكو يلعب ليجنج تو مسوي نفسي اني مصدوم اني اصلا قد شفته.
Really hit him where it hurts. And hey, Lemon Kiwi, you talked about Helv's Reinhardt. What a throwback pick. He's going to be coming out with the big hammer man.
And he's right to the point. The Symmetra allowing that to happen. KSA are actually heading to spawn to change up their whole composition because of this Reinhardt.
That's rock, paper, scissors right there in terms of that tank roll. You see the Reinhardt, you go Junker Queen, because that's really a way to be able to make it bleed.
يلا 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 حلو حلو. اوه ما شو اسمه. اوكي 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 ما عليك ما عليك. حلو يا البيك حلو مرة حلو. قاعد يحاولون انهم يجيبون بيك. قاعد يحاولون يجيبون بيك لكن لا كيسي. حلو خلاص. حلو 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 حلو.
What's tough about that too is that Spain just got locked at the back of that objective.
Nice شباب.
And the more time that they sat there, the more ability KSA had to be able to poke away at this composition. We're gonna need to see a reset there from Bones, but KSA's already in their spawn.
They're not gonna even let you have time to think. But they walked into the air matrix of Canal, and KSA lost some members, especially KSA himself. We're on the Junker Queen, you don't.
يمكن ما ادري والله لما يقولون كي اس اي ما ادري هل يقصدون كي اس اي ولا كي اس اي اي حقنا ولا حق المنتخب. مشكلتهم دخلوا بستيج كامل لهم ومرة توتر.
This barrier online too, so Punk can just wall off this amplification matrix.
Spain are letting KSA walk to the point so that they can teleport on the other side.
Oh, nice.
And the blizzard
مات.
Spain is thrown right in the middle.
حلو حلو. دقيقة هذه فيها كلام. لنا يلا يلا كفو 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 والله. كفو والله يا رجال والله يا رجال قلبوها.
KSA also has Junker Queen ultimate online, so being able to rampage through the rest of Spain
خفت لما كوارتز مات.
amount of healing that Canale and Gala are able to put up in the back line. If you're going to shut that off, it makes it even more difficult for Spain to be self-sufficient. And Reinhardt, even though he's got this big shield, that big bulk, doesn't always have the ability to stand up to the front line of KSA, especially when you got that Bastion in the back line. Might need that extra support there from those supports.
KSA are gonna need support when this shatter
حلوة.
down. But
يموت تكفى. الله. بس جال منيد. نايس.
KSA denies the healing that Spain needed to get back on their feet. And it's 94% plus by the way. KSA
لعبوا سيف تكفون. لعبوا سيف. حلو راح منهم بك. لا يطرف. باسين ينتظركم. لا اخذوا بك. كيسي اوكي كيسي ياخذ بكين. والله ما قصر. نايس يوبي. في هاكو يوبي. خلاص.
Though just trying to stall out the point as much as possible, recognizes that he's gonna have to give it up a little bit in order for the rest of KSA to come back with reinforcements.
ما كانوا يبغون يخسرونها.
Spain is able to take back control, and that is going to buy them plenty of time to get the rest of their team back into this fight, especially knowing how important
يلا يا
it is
شباب
for
يلا يا
Punk to be
رجال.
there on this bastion. You have the
نستطيع إن شاء الله 99 34.
delay the inevitable here for KSA as they start to make their push back onto this point.
سير ماجد غريب الاختيار حقه. حلو يا ساتر كوارتز. يا ساتر والله وحوش. الراوند الاول وانتهى.
Did you see that kill feed too?
يا حبايبي يا شيخ بيض الله وجهكم.
And it was also 4 members of the team every single time taking down every elimination, and that is the power that KSA
والله جاء نثرهم حرفيا ومشى. يو لو يزن هنا الحين كان لعب فرح.
The battle for top 4. KSA on round point on Lijiang Tower, where the Junker Queen of
يلا
KSA
بسم الله.
has been able to live a long time because they do not hesitate. They
KSA
pounce, they
ارجع
go in
Junker
with
Queen.
speed. They also use the photon barrier to
KSA
defend themselves.
مع
They
حمراي.
need to
ودي اروح
take
لامريكا
their
اقول
time
له
approaching the objective, and the doors
يلا يلا
open
يلا يلا حبايبي يلا
to
حبايبي.
Helv's Reinhardt again.
KSA 2, you can tell that they go
اوكي
in
ما
because
دخلوا
they're
البوينت.
confident that they're going to get enough healing from Haku and Servjet in the back line. So why help
okay,
him
nice.
be coming out on this Reinhardt is that he also has to put a lot of trust
sure.
into his team to help play coordinated around this point. So Spain.
حلو اخذوا لهم سبيس عشان يبغون يغيرون. يب راح جنكر كوين.
They were able to use that symmetric teleporter to help KSA make that switch over to the Junker Queen.
Yeah, they just need the extra engage power.
يلا يا رجال يلا يا شباب.
And you can tell that they're thinking about juking Spain.
حلو 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 ما اخذ الا التانك. التانك افضل منه ياخذ هيلر ولا دي بي اس. شالوا منه بكين. كوارتز اوكي خلاص البش هذا مو لنا. البش هذا مره ما هو لنا. حلو 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 ما لي شباب ما لي شباب. بعض التفكير والتخطيط يحتاج لاكثر من بوش. يلا 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 يلا. معنا التيات. مع الاسف ما معنا ولا الت. يوبي ما جاء حتى ثالث واحد. اوكي. حلو حلو حلو. الله شالوا منه بكين. هذا وش حرفيا كانوا يجمعون فيه التمت. يلا 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 الحين معنا التيات. راين ما مع الت راين ما مع الت. ودي انهم يلحقون قبل ما يجيب الالت.
They're able to predict it just a little bit better, and then that's where you can see Helv just making up the difference with the fire strikes and the pushes.
I like the teleporter from KSA. We're trying to take shots.
والله هيوج هذه. والله مرة بيج. الله وضعنا صعب. وضعنا جدا صعب. باقي لنا بوش اخير بوش اخير يب بوش اخير 82.
For Spain to be able to match this progress and go ahead and take us to a third and final point of Lijiang. KSA, they have a lot of more to spare. See if they can make the most of them in this fight.
Spain thought that KSA were going to TP through the window, so Spain.
Okay. Okay, ما شاء الله.
And here's KSA with the sound barrier. The
والله حلوة.
Spain are surrounded.
والله هيوج.
To protect the team with the shield, but KSA is setting up camp.
حلو 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 KSA. ما عنده معزز والله عنده معزز والله كفو والله كفو. هاي هو والله خفت.
And KSA are going to respect that space. They're going to stay hidden, see if they can get the jump on the Helm, who has to deal with these symmetric turrets first.
يا شباب انتبهوا تكفون. حلو 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 حلو. كورس لا يموت. نايس بيك نايس بيك. حلوة 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 يا شباب حلوة يا شباب حلوة يا شباب. الله عليكم. دقيقة أنا لازم أسوي خطة بديلة في حال إذا علق هذا. تبوا يا شباب؟ هاكو يا ساتر نايس والله كفو والله كفو يا هاكو. قلبه يا شباب. اوكي. حلوة يلا يا شباب يلا يا شباب. القلب الله عليك يا كوارتز بدع. اول جيم نايس. الله عليكم شباب. ايش قاعد يسوي يوبي؟ خراسيو والله ما داني ذا الماب انا مرة. لبده دخل. اتوقع لازم 3 ايام فوز. تقولون هي 5 ايام اتوقع لازم 3 ايام فوز.
The Ash is really cool. It's a great angle for Dynamites. The Anas, what's peculiar to me, the best nano target being Helv, I guess, for the extra sustain. And also sort of a mini win condition to throw that anti-grenade down. And when you have the high ground, it's but KSA have teleported behind them. Now Spain just have to stay on this high ground, but they also have to contest Help is doing its best, and with a Mei, it'll be easier for Help to approach when you can cycle that Mei wall. And well, speaking of that Mei wall, they've isolated KSA.
Okay, KSA. حشرة خلاص. مالي أول بوش ما يحسب، أول بوش ما يحسب. اوه حلوة.
Servajetta is going to take Punk down with him, as Yubi's also going to try to make his way back to the point, but this is going to be a first defensive hold for Spain.
طيب اتوقع ان لازم الحين يطبون اجريسيف مرة اجريسيف. هذا من وين طلع؟ كورس من وين طلع؟
Gala's gonna have to be careful. That was close.
طيب حلو.
So close. Quartz has been my hit scan to watch at World Cup with what he did to Sugar Free against Team USA.
اوكي اول بيك.
They teleported on Spain's back.
مالي.
And Canale couldn't get away. And that's where
حلو خلاص لنا.
you a bit more time with the immortality. The Ana's kind of a sitting duck and doesn't do it dive well.
Nice.
KSA will be getting the second take.
جميل جدا يا رجال. جميل جدا.
Full capture coming through, and there's a lot of ultimates now online for KSA.
حلو ثاني بوش.
Talk about the pop-off potential that Quartz has had as a player. That overclock is ready. That's going to be a great engagement tool when it comes down to the streets phase of Paraíso. Because you're looking at some of these buildings, even if your overclock isn't get a necessary click on heads, it still forces Spain to get into this position where you might
قاعد يحاول يطلع اتوقع من المكان.
maybe even
لأنه فعليا هو أصلا يقدر يجي ذا.
There's a fully charged headshot right on the helm, and surprised he's still alive.
Soldier.
He can jump from building to building.
والله سولجر إذا مسك كينا فوق قوية جدا. كوارتز ما هو مخليه لوحده. اوكي رمى عليهم. صاب اثنين. أما ما صاب أحد. إلا يا أخي صابها. والله ما قصر كوارتز، كان وراهم أو عند الأوريسا لعب فيهم لعب. والله مكان الهيل حق إلاري رهيب. طيب يا شباب يلا.
I like the good old Ole.
I know, right?
Used to hear that a lot in hockey back in Canada, but
يا شيخة.
on the card, Photon Bears to split it up, but Helm has been nanoed. He's stomping his way.
لا يوبي.
And even has a Terra Surge on the menu, and KSA don't
Oh,
want to
حلو.
chase, but Corpse is on the high ground. He's trying to get shots onto Canale, who manages to get around the corner.
حلو بيروح تانك.
Helm is too low, and that's the last.
وراهم الإيلاري.
And there's just no stopping KSA at this point.
حلو بيخليهم يتفرقون.
I don't know how he's going to be able to get back to the rest of the team. There's no symmetric teleporter online for Spain to help him get out of there. You can see Quartz trying to lock that down in the back line, seeing that Gala is still stuck.
هذا الحين ايوه يا انا ينتهر يا انا ياخر
And for what right now? That could be devastating for Spain as
شكرا يا هلال على الفولو.
into this third point.
يعطيك العافية. فاينل شو اسمه هذا ربع النهائي ضد اسبانيا. ان شاء الله نفوز ونتأهل بعدين بن باري اللي هي فنلندا. نعم فنلندا. هذا يمثلني، هذا ايمي في شو اسمه سولجر. هذا للحين ورا يا شيخ. ايش هذا؟ طولها خلاص انقلب مع تيمك. قاعدين يصرخون، ما ادري يشجعون مين، فرنسا ولا؟ اوكي حلوة. طيب هذا للحين. دي يا شباب الله لازم يموت الإيلاري اللي ورا.
to go back to his team there with the terror surge as well as Gala is finally able to make it
آه
to the final
والله بدع
defensive sun
والله
and
بدع
shutdown. This push once in
ورا
a
من
row.
نص الجيم وهو قاعد ورا.
KSA should have been worried about him in the back.
Gala also placed a captive sun on the wall to get past
توقع انه ما راح
KSA.
يسوي حاجة
Smart Alari player.
لكن والله
So
سوى.
good. That's why you
سوى
were,
الكثير.
like, paying attention to him and on the Alari as well, and be able to see that duel happen too with Sermajed
حلو
also
تليبورت.
staying in the mix here, but it's teleporter time.
حلو يا البيك.
KSA just keeps surprising Spain by landing right on top of their support.
جاك الموت جاك الموت يا تارك الصلاة تعال تعال. حلو كوارتز. اوكي نايس. نبدأ يا ادي بيس. مشوا 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 اطول فترة او اكثر مسافة تقدرون عليها مشوا. 3 على البيلوت. معهم التيات او معهم والله بيجيهم النانو قريب. يوبي معاه ال حلوة 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 اوه حلوة. عطت مين النانو؟ نبدأ نبدأ نبدأ. لا ما عنده. يا الله والله بدع الكريه ذا. والله انه كريه يقهر. هذا كل شوي يبدع. والله مو منك والله من شخصيتك السيئة. لك رجال لعبانا.
Final stop to the push. KSA have one more chance. 40 seconds remaining. Amplification matrix on the docket to be able to help push
حلو
Spain back.
اشتغل amplification.
Just to give yourself a second to rotate out of the line of sight of that amp matrix, but somehow Gala is
نبدأ.
down. He was trying to play an off angle, and KSA
حلو ما شفت البيك.
5v4. KSA want to take this.
اوكي 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 شباب 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 خلاص خلاص يا شباب تكفون. حلو لا شلنا منهم بكين. تكفون. حلوة حلوة خلاص 3 يا اخي شيلوا. اوكي بوب جاء خلاص ان شاء الله خلاص. يلا يلا اوكي خلاص الحمد لله الحمد لله 3 الحمد لله 3. بسرعة اوكي ما اقدر
Same strategy is not going to work out the way that you might want it to. That's
Okay,
why we're
yalla.
seeing yet another change up here. It's a dive composition coming out here from
What?
Spain. This is not something that I had on my bingo card, especially a wrecking ball.
Oh, they have
غريب والله
the
التشكيلة.
emergency composition is out. What can they do to break down KSA?
والله هو جبوب والله.
Knocking them down from that high horse and that high ground is what Spain want to do. It was held that touched the point that brought
قاعدين
KSA's
يضغطون قاعدين
attention
يضغطون.
away, made space and time for Spain to move on forward.
يحاولون
Now
يضغطون
Spain are hoping
ويعطون
to take angles
سبيس
and just depends on their
بشكل
individual skill to take the duels and to cause
شكل يخوف
confusion
صراحة.
out of
اوه راح
KSA.
بك.
But they rally behind their Sigma. Bones has been marked against the Sigma. It's difficult to pull
شباب
off. And
شباب
eventually these duels
ماجد.
go in the way of KSA.
I really appreciate what Spain is trying to do here. They recognize that KSA
ماجد في هذه اللقطة
is
فقط
way
في هذه اللقطة
stronger as a
يمثلني.
unit than they
لأنه ما شاء الله
are
يعرف يلعب أنا ما أعرف ألعب.
So you try
هو
and
بس
break
يمثلني
down some of
بهاللقطة.
that synergy by isolating
أوه،
them to some of these
راحوا
dive
وينتون.
heroes. You can see how they actually even switched off of the wrecking ball there, losing the mobility to be able to push KSA back in favor of a hero that is a little bit
عشان يوبي تخيلوا
better in
يوبي
terms of
يحقد
that
ويروح
team
ريبر.
dive coordination.
Calvo, he's taking so much damage, but Gala and Canel, especially on this Ana, all of your attention goes to that Winston, and Spain needed something to harass this high ground.
نفس لعبي فعلا
Since the
والله.
Hammond wasn't able to knock them down, now KSA have fallen
حلو.
back to the secondary
شباب
position all
شباب
the way at the
يساركم
end of the point.
يحاول
Now
يجيب
the
يا يسارك ماجد
Workhorse
ماجد
has to
بليز.
stand tall. Spain jump in, it's the nano on the
اوه
hell.
كيس ايش اللي قاعد تسويه كيس ايه. كيس ايه يا مجنون. كيس ايه. يا ساتر قاعد وراهم الوحدة. ايه ايش صار دقيقة.
difficult to execute when you know that a teleporter could get placed down to help get one of your teammates out of dodge. And KSA too, like just bringing up the rear to
والله شكهم والله كفو.
get rid of that extra
بعدي والله كيسي. ان شاء الله في يوم من الايام اكون جنبك في كاس العالم.
Even with the nano under the Winston, at least you got the primal rage online now to help with that disruption, but oh no.
اوه للمرة الثانية لا حد يديف وكيسي موجود. لا حد يديف وكيسي موجود. قاعد يشيل بكات.
Well, that's the kind of the danger running the Winston, right? Not only that,
Winton.
Helv is stuck behind enemy lines. They know he's back here too. They have full access to be able to get the Winston away from his team, and without the Winston, the rest of Spain are left like sitting ducks. You don't have this tank to help keep you safe.
Punk can maybe take this duel against the Symmetra. It's tough, and here's the ultimates from Spain.
حلوة.
Kitsune Rush was placed
حلوة.
in. I don't really know what happened after that.
Oh, nice. الله عليكم. مسكين 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 مسكين.
40 seconds remaining too.
40
so
seconds.
Spain, they're making last minute adjustments here against 3 ultimates that KSA have. This is Spain's final
يلا حبايبي
shot.
يلا يا
And it's
صابر
gonna
يلا يا
be
رجال.
reverting back to the composition that worked for them on the defense.
والله
You got
نقدر
the
والله
Bash, the
نقدر.
Bash, the Bash can help to be able
معنا 3
to
التيات.
crush the
كيسي
shield
اشوى
of the
انه ما
Sigma
الت.
to give some time for Spain to be
وفيه
able to get
معهم
into
ولا
this.
الت.
But
تربل
it's
الصراحة.
down to the
تربل
wire here
تربل
with
تربل
Kiwi.
حرفيا.
15 seconds left.
And without that Symmetra teleport, it's a tough battle to go up all the way on the stairs. Spain are probably going to drop out the window. They can't survive here much longer. Quartz picks off Gala. You only have Vapios, and KSA have been banking ultimates. Spain, this was just not going to work from the start, and KSA
GG.
slammed them down. Full hold and go to
GG
match
GG
point.
GG GG نايس. نايس يا رجال نايس يا شباب.
To see this Sigma.
I just don't see
Okay.
weaknesses.
To be on something more long range like this Sojourn, Spain is really leaning into this pick potential
يلا حبايبي.
that they have
يلا
coming
بسم الله.
out from their DPS lineup of Crazy Dragon and Punk. Helv still bringing up that front line with the Wrecking Ball, just troping to give enough disruption to KSA and that Sigma shield to be able to get those picks through.
احا.
And he separates Yubi, and somehow there just wasn't someone there like Crazy Dragon to take the shot. Punk to blink in. Still a lot of disruption
حتى لو دفدفت
from
فينا
Helv,
يعني.
who takes the helm there for Spain. And while if KSA are so organized and have so much chemistry,
لو راحوا لمي
Spain
اتوقع
wanna rip them apart
جي جي.
and
لا مش
cause that
اتوقع انا متأكد.
disorganization to cause that chaos. And it's
Nice.
by Helv, and KSA don't like that pressure. They teleport out, but Canale lands a really good anti-grenade that once again Spain are a little bit slow
اوه
and
وني يا عيال
falling
فن.
KSA still have control of this flashpoint though, and so Spain have to go back to the drawing board a little bit, but they're split up across the map. You had Helv that had to go back to spawn.
راحوا شالوا بك.
Crazy Dragon just got picked off.
مرة حلوة مرة حلوة الحركة.
This middle point, trying to help keep this push alive. But KSA, they're reaching that 50% mark now and counting on this first flashpoint before we see what Spain can do next.
Helv's job is to set up
يلا
his team for success.
هذا البوش اللي بعده.
Even though he's
لنا اذا فزنا ان شاء الله هالبوش خلاص
Spain.
راح.
It's about them
اوه
winning
يا
as a
النيت.
team. It's about Helv knocking down players, but it's Yubi and the rest of KSA. Expect the unexpected.
حلوة والله
They
حلوة يا
teleport out
يوبي.
the vulnerable members of Spain when they least know it. And well, KSA do an amazing job of not letting Helv get into position
Nice.
while Helv is going back for
خلاص اول بوينت لنا اول بوينت لنا.
That's when KSA fight.
الله عليكم.
0 for point 1 by the way.
قاعدين يترولون.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick
واحسن ان
take
شاء الله
here
خلهم
for
كل شوي
KSA. They use
يترولون
this
عادي.
extra teleporter to try to rotate to this next flashpoint as quickly as they can. And we're going to see Spain get a little bit split up here too. Punk though.
مرة
on his
غريبة
own,
تشكيلتهم.
trying to reach that objective with that pulse bomb
قاعد يرحبون في
available.
كريزي دراجون.
They're heading over here to Temple where
لما
KSA
جاء
is
يصرخون ما أعرف إيش.
into the punch.
Yeah, Punk has to land his pulse bomb right as the pile drive happens.
ما يفيدك
from
مع
Helv.
الأسف البولس
But the
بوم.
immortality beautifully placed by Sirmashad. The timing is impeccable.
مع الأسف ما راح يفيدك. والله اولموست والله اولموست. يروح حلوة يا كوارت حلوة يا كوارت. ريح خلاص ما عاد جسمه اهدى شوية.
point
بعد
two.
نحتاج خلاص جلدناهم.
What's so difficult is dislodging Quartz from this
لا
position. Gala is doing such a
اختربت
good job of being able to get away.
اختربت.
Look at Canal right now. Oh no, yeah, he's just like in a corner.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if KSA know that he's there.
He's hunting rabbits.
No,
Oh,
nobody
Superchat
tell
is
him.
there. Oh, Canal.
Oh no!
Ah.
He didn't get the sleep. I didn't
درى
have
عنه.
the nade either. That is a late stacker in Spain. Don't have a great secondary.
والله
here.
كريزي
So
دراجون
Lucio is
صراحة
using the speed to rotate into positions around KSA.
انجلت.
And with crazy dragons
غريب
over-
لعبهم.
I guess
كيف
he
وصلوا
used
ربع
overclock. It
النهائي؟
didn't work out though. And KSA are flawless so far.
Oh, that's so rough.
أو إن
But
مجموعتهم
Canal got
جداً-
spotted before Spain
جداً
was
سيئة
really
يعني.
ready to be able to take that engage. Now they have to go back to the drawing board again. And this point of routes of entry here. Quartz can just lock it down, and even with this artillery strike too, keep Spain at bay long enough that KSA just capture this flashpoint.
This is a scouting artillery strike. We're just looking at the entire map. Quartz gets slept while he takes his time, and Gala's sound barrier helps push Spain.
يعطيك عليه.
99% though, where it'll be round four.
حلوة يا كيسي حلوة.
Is gone, and so are the rest of Spain. Point two
جميلة
goes to
جميلة.
KSA.
KSA are now one flashpoint
يلا يلا البوينت
away
الأخير البوينت الأخير
from being
حبايبي
able to
البوينت
take
الأخير
this
حبايبي
map
يلا
and this match. Head up
يلا
to
والله
the
نقدر والله نقدر
semifinals.
إن شاء الله.
But we're going to be very helpful against
معهم
a tank
بولس
like
بوم.
KSA on the Sigma.
بس سير ما جت في
Gala can
المرصاد.
also pack Punk, so he doesn't have to depend
Yeah.
on health packs as much. Punk looming behind, has the pulse bomb. Can he beat the immortality though? And no, Sermajet saves the team.
ما
because
تقدر.
That was gonna be deadly. And
يعني لازم
now
يكون فيها
KSA know
احترام،
Punk is
لكن
behind.
ناس
They're gonna try and
ما تقدر.
relocate with the teleporter. Helv is marking them, trying to keep them anchored in place. KSA has captured the point, and the rest of KSA
Burning
can just
brighter
use
than
the
a supernova.
amplification matrix. But as the mines came down from Helv,
حلوة حلوة.
teleport them out. KSA are unaffected by Spain.
And that
حلوة
box
يا
set up
شباب،
time for Punk to land the sound
حلوة.
barrier as well. So KSA once again approaching
الله
the
عليك.
end of the
الله
road,
عليكم.
the goal that they have set out for themselves.
يا جماعة أتوقع أن
Spain, they have
قتلاتهم
this
ما
now.
جات واحد
They're
اثنين
one
واحد
of their
اثنين
last
فقط.
chances to get into this game. You can give that over to Helv, who's going to be switching off of the wrecking ball
ما
to
جابوا، ما
Narissa,
أشوف
and
لهم أي
hopefully
بكات.
gives Helv enough sustain to actually put some presence on this point.
He was really depending on those mines, but now that KSA have an escape plan, he wants to have something more impactful. If KSA are going to stay grouped up, Helv, Sarah Surge
Okay.
can be true, and so is this Nano. Helv bulldozes his way in, and Sermajet
خلاص انتهى
almost gets
انتهى
caught,
أمره.
and Helv doesn't stop. He only knows the W key, and KSA only know how to kill. Spain rained upon, and KSA 94+%.
جي
Will not be here to touch, and they will not be in the World Cup any
حلوة.
longer.
الله عليكم يا شباب.
Move to the semi-final.
الله إلى نصف النهائي إلى نصف النهائي.
Impressive victory from KSA.
يا حبايبي والله
Opponent as well.
الله يعطيكم ألف عافية. أفرحتونا يا شيخ الله يفرحكم. إلى نصف النهائي عاد راهي الحين يسلمون عليهم. قم خليك رجال ابن حلال قم سلم على رجال.
They stayed composed.
They did.
Had different ideas.
شكلهم يعرفونهم.
Everyone exchanging hugs, especially Helv.
يتحضرون.
That's Helv. He's known these players for a while, competed against them.
حلو الروح الرياضية يا جماعة الخير والله نتكلم جد. الروح الرياضية هي أهم شيء في الكورة وفي غيره. في كل مكان لازم يكون الواحد عنده روح رياضية. ألف مبروك لمنتخبنا. شكرا حبيبي.
What's been working for you guys? Because it feels as if no matter what happens, you find a way, you have solutions, and it's clear in the results. 3-0 in groups and here.
I mean, we didn't drop like a single map like throughout the journey. I think like we're playing really good. We've been practicing for like a long time, and then hopefully we can like bring it home.
What makes this team so special? You know, you coming into this one because
أوه هذا اسمه الأمير فيصل بن بندر. ايزي قوية هذه قوية هذه ايزي. بإذن الواحد الأحد راح نبث ضد فنلندا وإن شاء الله ما راح ياخذون انتقامهم منا. راح نفوز إن شاء الله على فنلندا للمرة الثانية. بس إن شاء الله نلقاكم في بث قادم. كان معكم نايف دمتم سالمين في أمان الله. ويب هذا البث راح يكون إن شاء الله في اليوتيوب ونلقاكم هناك يا شات.